and African people must be free. And our campaign for mayor is consistent with the demands and the principles upon which the Black is Back Coalition rests. I'm calling for economic development for the African community, for the Latino community, as opposed to this public policy of police containment, where many know right now the city of Philadelphia spends over $1 billion on police, prisons, and courts, programs like Stop and Frisk that specifically target the Black community. And at the same time, this mayor right now claims they can't find the money to keep the schools open. They claim they can't find the money to provide jobs and businesses so that our community can have a real way to eat instead of fighting each other over crumbs. And this public policy of police containment, quiet as kept, it represents a war on the Black community. And we got the resistance war, and my campaign for mayor represents part of that resistance. And I want to say it because some have put forth the notion that the question when you talk about taking the resources for police containment and putting it on economic development, some people got a problem with that. But when we look at what police containment does to our community, stop and frisk, the curfew, all these policies that specifically target the African community and don't benefit us at all. Stop and frisk. In the year 2009, over 250,000 people were stopped by the police through this program known as Stop and Frisk. Among 72% of those, Black and Latino men. And out of those who were stopped by the police, only 8% were even arrested or charged with any crime at all. So my argument is that you take programs like Stop and Frisk, this youth curfew that's in place specifically to target Black youth, you see clearly that if 92% of Stop and Frisk doesn't even work from a so-called crime fighting standpoint, then 92% of the resources going towards Stop and Frisk got to go too. You know what I mean? We need economic development for the African community. We need to see a shift in those resources towards education, towards jobs and businesses for our community. And I'm going to close out by saying it's real. When we talk about this challenge of Michael Nutter, this is a struggle to stop this war in the African community where you know Michael Nutter, even around this flash mob and curfew question, had the audacity to attack the Black community, to make it seem as if Black youth are the source of violence and crime in the city of Philadelphia. But nobody talking about the violence of the budget cuts. Nobody talking about the violence of hunger in the city of Philadelphia. Nobody's talking about the violence of Stop and Frisk and police brutality that occurs in our community on a regular basis. Instead of addressing that violence, Michael Nutter punishes the entire African community through Stop and Frisk, through the curfew, through the budget cuts, through an increase in sales tax, etc. We say this got to stop right now, and while he claims that African people are due for disgraces to the race, their parents are ATM machines and sperm donors and whatnot, but the city of Philadelphia, under Michael Nutter's leadership, is treating the entire African community like an ATM machine. But ain't nobody talking about that. And this is why I'm running for mayor of Philadelphia, to challenge Michael Nutter for leadership of the city and raise up real principles of economic development, community control of schools, police, and everything else that we need to have control of in our communities. So with that said, we're going to march down Broad Street and conclude with the town hall meeting at 1310. I want to raise up the slogan, Black is back. Black is back. Black is back. Black is back. God damn it, Black is back.